Okay, so let's wrap this up. And we left our guys. All four of our guys are spotted, but there's no time left. We've got to, well, we don't have to, but we are going to try to withdraw from the board. We've already gotten Miller off with our prisoner, which gives us 1 victory point, which gives us a poor performance. And even if we get all the rest of our guys off, we'll only have 5 points, which is a poor performance. The only way to get anything besides a poor performance would be to kill enough people or get enough prisoners to make a difference. And there's just not enough time to do that, and it's too risky. So we're just going to try to wrap this up and move on with our patrol. So here's our hand. Well, let's clean up from last time. We got to put our impulse back to 1. We've got to return these. We move this to turn 10. All right. Now let's get our display up and get rid of our cards. That's all set. Now turn 10, we draw. The only thing that could screw us up is an enemy event. Poor shooting. We're not going to be shooting. It does not matter. Off it goes. We got to clear the moves, clear our orders from last time. I left it as a mess. All right. Everybody's on evade. We're heading for the edge. Excellent. Let's give them their orders quickly. And if we pull back enough, we'll just check, and they can't possibly catch up because they're dumb. Then we'll just draw cards to make sure there's not an enemy event, just to be sure. I don't think I need to play out all the turns. We'll see. So let's pull up the display and let's give them their orders. So way up here, bold in cover, aim fire. Going nowhere. That's the red card. Bold in cover for the blue card. Sneak 5-6. That's the blue card. Okay, bold in cover in those trees. Run and gun 6. Alright. Bold and cover down in these trees. Aim fire. Not doing anything. Move this out of my way a little bit. Oh, this guy. He's bold in the open. Run and gun 6. He doesn't have anybody within 4, does he? No. Run and gun 6. Okay, bold in the open. Rapid fire. Bold in the open. Aim fire. Alright. Go this way. There. Bold in those rocks. That's cover. Rapid fire, which is an aim fire. Because he's just got a car. I think that's everybody. Let's just get that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What am I missing? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, we eliminated 2. I'm looking for 10 and we had 2 dummies. Yeah, they're gone. So this aim fire is the only guy who has a shot to do anything. These guys are both spotted. Let's see if we can get out of here. So let's go to our display. What's our initiative? We're in the 20s here with Charlie, and then the 40s. So I am first. We are bugging out. So CAB, cab. and then blue-red. Okay, turn. C, A, B, blue, red is last. Charlie, boom. Let's see, I'm going to go this way. A, B, B, blue, sneaking, nothing, red, nothing, run and gun 6, aim fire, nothing, run and gun 6, nothing, nothing, aim fire, can't do anything, impulse 2, C, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the darkness. B, blue, sneak 5, red, nothing, 6, nothing, nothing, 6, nothing, nothing, no lines of sight. T, impulse 3, C, A, B, B. All right, let's see, where was I? Yeah. So CAB, blue. I did do all my guys, didn't I? Yeah. Losing my mind, get interrupted. Blue, sneaking. This is impulse 3. Yes, it's nothing. Nothing. 6. Nothing. Nothing. 6. Nothing. Aim fires. Nothing. Come on. Where'd he go from? Back. 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 There. Behave. Neurons. Alright. Impulse 4 on the end of this turn. Moved. C. We're around for the edge. A. B. B. Into the cover here. Blue. Sneaking 6. Red. Nothing. 6. Nothing. 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 6. Stay in those rocks. There we are. That's the end of turn 10. There is no way that they can actually catch me because I'm going to run this way. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 11. And I'm going to run this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 11. And we'll get off in 12. So the only thing that could screw us up is an enemy event and popping in reinforcements here at the edge and surprising us. So I'm just going to go to my hand and say that this is the card for turn 11. Which is nothing of import. And this is turn 12. Poor shooting. So we also did not get a trip. A trip could have screwed us up and kept us from getting off the board. But it wouldn't have changed our outcome anyway, because we are going to exit with 5 victory points, which is a poor performance, which gets us 0 patrol victory points. But I really don't care because we have enough patrol victory points. I mostly just wanted to survive. I really wanted to take a shot at them. There were really 2 decisions we could have made here, and I made the wimpier one, which is run away. We could have stood and fought the red guys coming off the line and just said, we're going to duke it out with those 10 and not even try to exit the board. trying to earn more than our 5 victory points by killing soldiers and NCOs or trying to take prisoners. But there's risks with that because the way I roll dice, we could have injured some more people and we don't have a medic, or we could have gotten somebody killed. Even though these guys are poor, they still can kick you in the ass if you're not careful. So I thought discretion is a better part of valor. If you would have played it differently, you can let me know in the comments. So we're off. All 5 of our guys survive. No more wounds. So we got our poor performance, which doesn't do anything for us. So here is our patrol sheet. We're now going to be at 0100 hours. We're on our way back. Another reason why I didn't want to take a lot of chances is because we still got a bit of distance to cover, and other bad things can happen. We'll still have a DRM of 6. We will, however, gain a experience point for surviving that. So let's see here. Let's change the label to 2 for you, and 3 for you, and 2 for you. No, just 2. And 3. Keeping track here. And 3. Now, we still have a reroll. I know I could have used it when we rolled a 9 on that spotting attempt, but I tend not to use my rerolls for spotting attempts because there are often more critical junctures in a particular mission than not spotting somebody. I wasn't that hot to spot that particular soldier that I wanted to blow my 1 reroll. I like to save it for when I run out of ammo at a very critical point. Because the way I play it is those rerolls can be used at my discretion. Now the must rerolls, I obviously have to burn up the very first time I roll a 0. I hardly ever roll 0s. But they get used up right away. But I think that I should have some discretion in how I want to spend the rerolls, and I chose to save it. Now, wrapping up here, this particular mission sort of highlights what I think is probably the only weakness of this game, in that the AI tends not to be very aggressive. A lot of times you get orders that don't do much for the AI, like in this case, being bold. I feel like even green soldiers shouldn't be blundering about in the woods quite so much when they're out of LOS. So I've been working on what I call AI 2.1. Here's an example of a card. I'm building a whole new deck of enemy cards. And my idea is that I like Ross's state-based system. But for me, the 5 morale states that go from shaken all the way up to aggressive should represent different postures that the soldiers are in. So aggressive, they're really pressing forward on the attack. Bold, they're also moving forward, but they're pushing more toward the flanks, trying to flank, whereas aggressive, I think, is just a straight on, in-your-face attack. They're aggressive. They're just coming straight at you. They're going to be mostly 5s or 6s and moving more often than not, whereas bold, they're on the offensive, but they're a little less aggressive and are moving toward the flanks. So aggressive, they should have a 5-6 or 6-5 more often. Bold would have just a 5 or a 6 more often, moving a bit more toward the flanks, or even 1s and 4s. Normal is the defense posture. Shaken, they are reorganizing. They're not withdrawing, but they're reorganizing more. They're like regrouping. Shaken, they're starting to pull back. And I have 4 possible states for each of those postures, with or without LOS to enemy soldiers, and then in the open or in cover. And these 4 states represent different vulnerabilities. The most vulnerable would be in LOS and in the open. Next safest, well, the next one up would be in cover and in LOS. Then that's about equivalent to no LOS and in cover, or in the open. The most safe is no LOS and in cover. In the safest state, I feel like all of them should be moving more often, way more often, hardly ever doing anything but moving. If you don't have LOS and you're in cover, move. If you're in the open and you don't have LOS, then you're feeling a little more, you got happier feet. If you have LOS, then there should be a strong bias toward firing and moving and firing with run and gun, that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get the balance right for the different postures to get the right mix. I've been reverse engineering Ross's deck to figure out how he did it and using that as a model and trying to tweak this. You know, in a situation like we just played where it's bold soldiers, when they were in cover and didn't have LOS, they would have been, in my deck, moving up a lot more aggressively, trying to get into contact. Once they gain contact, they would start laying down suppressing fire, and some of them, because they're bold, would begin to move and trying to flank. That's my idea. So that's where I'm at. This has been our little patrol mission. It wasn't that exciting because, well, the Germans were just blundering about, like Stan and Ollie in the woods, hearing them cursing in German, stumbling over each other, kind of comical. We weren't able to do much with it. We got out with a poor performance, but nobody got hurt. I'm going to post this, and we will move on with our patrol. I'm getting ready to pack up and go on vacation, so I'm going to be out of action for about a week, and then I'll come back and we'll finish this patrol off. I will talk to you guys later.